force. That's sumo, and its story is as epic as the wrestlers themselves. It's not just a sport, it's a living piece of Japanese history, a tradition that stretches back thousands of years. Today,
We're going to journey through time to uncover the fascinating history of sumo, from divine battles to global stardom.
so grab your seat because we're about to step into the sacred ring.
Let's rewind the clock, way back to the age of myths and legends.
Japan's oldest texts, written over 1,300 years ago, tell of gods wrestling to decide the fate of the Japanese islands.
The god Takemikazuchi wrestled Takeminakata, and his victory secured control. This legendary clash wasn't just a story.
It established sumo's sacred identity.
From its very beginning, sumo was tied to Shinto, Japan's native religion.
It wasn't a sport, but a solemn ritual performed at shrines to honor the gods, or kami, and pray for a bountiful harvest. These early matches were less about competition and more about connecting with the divine. As we move into the Nara and Heian periods, from the 8th to the 12th centuries,
Sumo stepped out of the shrines and into the imperial court. It became a grand spectacle known as Sumai no Sit.
imagine the emperor and his court gathered for an annual exhibition of strength and skill. These weren't rough brawls. They were highly stylized, formal affairs.
Wrestlers were carefully selected from across the country to demonstrate their prowess in front of the nation's elite.
It was a blend of martial display and ceremonial elegance, solidifying sumo's status as a prestigious courtly tradition. The rules were simple, but the honor of participating was immense. But then, Japan's political landscape changed dramatically.
The age of the elegant court gave way to the era of the warrior, the samurai.
From the 12th to the 16th centuries, Japan was embroiled in near-constant conflict.
During this medieval period, sumo evolved once more.
The focus shifted from courtly ceremony to practical combat training.
For the samurai, grappling was a vital skill. What if you lost your sword on the battlefield?
You needed to know how to overpower an armored opponent.
Sumo provided the perfect training ground.
It became rougher, more practical, and focused on pure strength and technique. The ritual elements took a back seat to its effectiveness as a form of martial art. After centuries of war, Japan entered a long period of peace under the Tokugawa shogunate, starting in the early 1600s. This is the Edo period, and it's where professional sumo as we know it was truly born.
With no wars to fight, samurai needed new roles, and the growing merchant class craved entertainment.
Sumo stepped in to fill that void.
It moved from the battlefield back to the public square, but this time it was for everyone. Tournaments, known as basho, were organized, and wrestlers began to form stables,
Or haya, under professional managers.
This was the birth of the sumo star.
Famous rikishi became household names, celebrated for their power and larger-than-life.
Crucially, even as sumo became popular entertainment, it never forgot its sacred roots. The Edo period is when many of the iconic rituals we see today were formalized.
The sacred ring, or doshu, was developed, symbolizing a sacred space.
The act of throwing salt to purify the ring. The powerful leg stomps called shiko to drive away evil spirits. These all come from Shinto traditions preserved during this time. The referee, or gyoji, even dresses like a Shinto priest. This beautiful blend of sport and spirituality is what makes sumo so unique. It's a performance, a fight, and a prayer all rolled into one.
The 19th century brought massive change to Japan with the Meiji Restoration.
The new government was eager to modernize and looked to the West, and for a short time, traditional arts like sumo were seen as old-fashioned relics of a bygone era.
There was even a push to ban it.
But sumo's deep cultural roots and public popularity were too strong to ignore.
Soon enough, Emperor Mage himself attended a tournament, and public opinion shifted.
Instead of being discarded, sumo was embraced as a powerful symbol of Japanese national identity. And cultural pride, a connection to the nation as warrior spirit and ancient traditions in a rapidly changing world.
The 20th century saw sumo become the highly organized professional sport we recognize today.
The Japan Sumo Association was formed, creating a formal structure for everything from wrestler rankings to tournament schedules.
The system of 6 major annual tournaments, or Honbasho, held in cities like Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya, was established.
This created a regular rhythm for the sumo year, allowing fans to follow their favorite wrestlers' careers as they fought to climb the ranks.
The ultimate goal for every rikishi was to reach the pinnacle, the rank of Yokozuna, or Grand Champion, a title of immense honor and prestige. In recent decades, sumo has truly gone global.
The sacred ring is no longer exclusive to Japanese wrestlers.
Starting with pioneers from Hawaii in the late 20th century, a wave of international talent has crashed onto sumo's shores. Wrestlers from Mongolia, Eastern Europe, and other parts of the world have not only competed, but have dominated the sport, reaching the highest rank of
Figures like Akibono, Asashuru, and the legendary Hakuho have become icons, proving that the spirit of sumo can be embraced by anyone with the strength, discipline, and dedication required.
This internationalization has brought new energy and a global audience to the sport. So, what is sumo today? It's more than just two giants colliding. It's a living museum of Japanese culture.
When you watch a sumo match, you're seeing a tradition that blends Shinto purification rituals, the strict discipline of the samurai, and the precise,
beautiful aesthetics of Japanese ceremony.
The wrestlers' traditional top knots,
the silk aprons they wear for ring-sharing ceremonies, the rigid hierarchy of the sumo world every detail is steeped in history.
It's a sport where respect and etiquette are just as important as raw power.
The deep bow before a match isn't just for show. It's a sign of respect for your opponent and for the traditions you represent.
Sumo is a testament to Japan's ability to preserve its ancient culture while adapting to the modern world.
From a divine myth to an imperial ceremony, from samurai training to a global sport, its journey is a reflection of Japan's own history. It reminds us that some traditions are so powerful they can withstand the tests of time, evolving and thriving for thousands of years. It's a sport, a ritual, and a cultural treasure, all in one. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the history of sumo. It's a truly incredible story, and we've only scratched the surface. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about fascinating cultural histories, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you as part of our community. See you in the next video.